Architect conceptions. Architect conceptions.
I know what I put you through. Sometimes I think I leave me too. I have so much respect for you for putting up with me. Over and over and time again. We fight and I push you to the edge, but we get it back to where it's been. Can't let you leave from me. Loving me ain't easy, but it really ain't hard. Loving me ain't easy, but it really ain't hard. Give me kisses, baby, just let down your guard. Loving me ain't easy, but it takes time. Loving me was easy, would it change your mind? Loving me ain't easy, but it takes time. Loving me was easy, would it change your mind? In time, you see that there is the one, nobody but me. Baby, just look into my eyes. See that I'm truth, never will lie. First I am sour and then I'm sweet. Wishing you far away from me. You have my trust and honesty and all my loyalty. Loving me ain't easy, but it really ain't hard. Loving me ain't easy, but it really ain't hard. Give me kisses, baby, just let down your guard. Loving me ain't easy, but it takes time. Loving me was easy, would it change your mind? Loving me ain't easy, but it takes time. Loving me was easy, would it change your mind? Some say love's easy, some say love's hard. Just play your position, and I'll play my part. Some say love's easy, some say love's hard. Just play your position, and I'll play my part. Loving me ain't easy, but it takes time. Loving me was easy, would it change your mind? Loving me ain't easy, but it takes time. If loving me was easy, would it change your mind? You know I love you, baby. You know I want you, baby. Would it change your mind?
Hey, peace, everybody. We are here for another dope episode of Let's Get Activated podcast. We are streaming live right now on YouTube and Facebook. We are also, have an audio replay on Culture Shock Radio. Rapstar Music FM, Rockbox FM, via the Village Global Network. You can download the Village Global Network app on iOS and Android. So for tonight, I have a very special guest. We have songstress and songwriter NEQUASIA in the building.
How y'all doing? How y'all
Hey,
doing?
hey, you have me backstage already activated, singing to myself as I'm sharing.
Listen, I was singing to myself too. I was like, okay,
I, I saw you. I saw you. Definitely love it. I definitely got to give you your props because I just love how your voice, it's just raw vocal talent, and you can actually feel like the feeling when you're singing, which we don't get that a lot, these days. So I appreciate that.
thank you, thank you.
You're so welcome. So your episode, number 181, we're going to get right into it, and going to tell your story and get your shine. Before we get into your story, do you want to talk about that latest single, Loving Me Ain't Easy?
Yes, so my latest single is Loving Me Ain't Easy, because sometimes we as humans are hard to love. And I wrote that song because I just felt as if that needs to be put out there. Like a lot of people go, oh, you don't love me right, or but sometimes we got to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, I might not be easy to love, but is it really that hard? Because we can connect on a certain level for you to love me the right way, right?
Hmm.
So I wrote that song just for people to see another side of love. I wanted love to be still the theme and everything that I'm trying to put out there being love, but I want you to also see another side of a picture because everybody doesn't like to look at themselves in the mirror. Everybody like always says you instead of like looking at me. So that's like a really an internal song. And it's I think it's healthy for relationships to really listen to this song and listen to it together because it just puts you in that light that we can really have serious talks, we can have conversations, and I just want to put that out there. So I wrote that song, and it just came out October 31st, and
Yeah.
yeah, like I hope everybody loves it. Like it's a dope song. The producer is of course um Troy Williams. He's an awesome producer that I work with. He did the whole entire Shattered. He produced that whole entire album, and Loving Me and Easy was one. So I appreciate him. Yes.
Wow. Well, it was definitely, great vocals, great production, great meaning. And what I love about it? It's like it's a key theme of accountability. And, people struggle sometimes to take accountability. So I love it when it's like taking accountability, like, hey, I might not be easy to love. There might be some things, that we both might need to work on together, but we're going to get through this. So I appreciate that. That's,
Exactly.
that's grown folk. Okay. That's grown folk gems right there.
Right, right. That house music. What they say, that
Yes.
music. Hmm.
Definitely. And you did mention, the Shattered album. I love that too. You dropped that on, the 31st, so that's a great, album all around too.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Shatter is everything for me. Like sometimes since I'm like in my content, I'm writing new songs. I like to at least once a month like go back to Shatter so I can hear where I came from. So I love Shatter. So if y'all can listen to Shatter, take your time out too. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Gotta listen to that. That's why I was trying to utilize so many of the songs within the stories each day as we
Yes,
were like
thank you.
promoting it.
I was like, oh, she put that up there. You're very attentive. I love it. Like you pay attention. Yes. I was like, oh,
Oh,
she put a different song up there. Okay. It's not just cool. It's not. Yeah, you did.
yeah, I got you. I got you. And yeah, you mentioned cool. You do have, another dope single coming up, which will close out the show with playing that. So, we're definitely going to talk about that too. But before we get into that, we got to get into the story of the equation. Like, where did you find your voice? When did you realize, hey, I got a voice. I want to, sing and write and do all the great things that I do?
Okay. So, I feel like it's comfortable talking to you. So,
Yeah, we
um,
activated.
nobody's really ever heard like the real backstory, but they know where I come from and stuff. I started just, sprinkling the tea around a little bit. But when I was a kid, like living in New York, my mom used to go tell my dad, like, listen to her sing, like she can sing. And I was like, no, I'm not singing for my dad, right? And she wanted my dad to hear me sing because my dad, he's a hip hop legend. So, she was like, she can sing. And I was like, no, I don't want to sing. Like, I was very shy. And then we moved down south. And once I moved down south, I had nothing to do. Like, I didn't have any friends. Like, I had to make friends and everything. And I got into music. So I was like, I can write and everything. I listened to Ashanti, and they was telling me, like, Ashanti did an interview, and she was like, she wrote and everything. So I was like, I can write too. So that's when I really started writing. And I did a talent show, and I was telling everybody, like, I can sing. And it was like, you can't sing, like, because I never sung out loud. And I did the talent show. I did singing. I did acting. I was the lead in the singing. So I basically was in every act in that talent show. And people really, that's when they started taking me serious, which was in middle school. So I got started because, of course it runs in my blood, but it was something that I really, really wanted to do. Like, it makes you feel good. Like, singing music in front of people, that makes you feel good. Singing for yourself makes you feel good. And that's why I really, got into it, because I could be down and I could write a song and it makes me feel better. Like, that's my therapy. And it wasn't just because my dad is music or my uncle is music. I got into it because I wanted to myself. And I went to the aspect of, going to school. And my mom actually made me go to school. My mom was like, you're going to go to school. And I was like, no, I'm going to go, right into the music industry. And she was like, no, you're not. You're going to school just in case, like, something happens. You will always have something to fall back on. So I have my bachelor's in music and I have my master's in music. So I take it very, very seriously. And I'm classically trained. So, I love it because I can also train people. I can hear something that, might not be right with that person or with me, but I've helped, like, certain artists, and I'm not selfish. Like, I want you to sound good too. So I love helping people. So I'm like, oh no, you should do this and you should do that. And it brings out their voice even more. So I took that next step to really enhance my music by going to school. And I appreciate it because it taught me a lot. And it taught me how to control my voice. It taught me how to, make sure I'm treating my voice, because your voice is an instrument if you're an artist, so making sure your voice is, up to its caliber, making sure you're drinking right, make sure you're eating right, just things like that. So yes, I'm all around NEQUASIA. I've traveled, I'm still traveling, and still making it do what it do.
Yeah, you're still doing your thing, and it's wonderful that you have, that background to train others and just always having something else to fall back on, because as we know, this industry, it can be something, so it's definitely wonderful to have that skill. And, there's, people and entertainers who watch this, they might be reaching out like, hey, we need, some assistance.
Listen, I don't mind. I could sing. I could be backup singer. I could write for you. I could listen. I'll do it all. I don't care. I'm not. To me, I've always felt like giving is the most, best part of artistry. It shouldn't be all me, selfish. Like, I should be spotlight. Like, you should be able to do everything. And when you're able to do everything, then you'll shine where you're able to shine. So.
That's true. That's true. Do you feel like moving from New York, like down south, do you feel like that was a blessing in disguise that kind of just opened you up more and built up your confidence in singing?
I feel like it was, because New York is a whole different monster, even as a kid, like in New York, I like everybody is doing it. Everybody, we did shows in New York when we were kids, like, and you don't know how to shine. You don't know whether to shine because everybody is shining and you're just scared to, jump out there. And they give you that confidence in New York too, because you have that New York confidence. But then when you come down here, it's like you're a lone wolf. So you have to put yourself out there. It's like, okay, what can I do to, one, you're a kid, so what can I do to make friends, or what can I do to have something to do so I'm not, you know, by myself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
um so I feel like it did give me that confidence even more, like another step of, you know what, let me just put myself out there.
Definitely. That's definitely great. And, it's also wonderful. I see, that you kind of found your tribe because I see that you're with, the Evening Rush Entertainment. So
Yeah.
how did that come into place?
So the Evening Rush Entertainment, I met Don like years ago, right? So
Hmm.
when I really hit the ground running in the industry, um, I met him, and that was like 2017.
Hmm.
And he was like he was into my artistry. Like he was like, I like your songs, and he was very kind, like just introducing me to people. And a lot of people, how he was introducing me to people, a lot of people was like, he's your manager. And I was like, no, he's not. And he'll tell you that I'm not his artist. And he
Hmm.
wasn't like into managing anybody.
Hmm.
But you know, to fast forward, like years later, he was like, if you would let me manage you, I'll manage you. And I took put my trust in him to manage me, and he's been doing a great job. And also, addition to that great job is Envy. So she's also like my road manager. Like she's been doing it also as well. So if ever he's slacking, she got it. So it's like a great team. So we met like years ago, and then we just put it into effect. And we've been rocking for going on 3 years now.
Hey, yeah, that's wonderful to have that, no matter the size of the team, just having a team and people that you can trust, because as we know again, some things are crazy in this industry. So when you have people that have your back, that's a wonderful thing.
Yes, because I've been through I've been through different people who were trying to be my managers. I've never signed with anybody. I just want to see what you're gonna do. Like see how see if you're gonna be focused as much as I'm focused on my music. Cause I can take all the hits and stuff. Like that's what I do. Like I've been doing everything alone for a very long time. So if you come on and you take that burden off of me, then I know that you're ready and you believe in me. So I appreciate the Evening Rush Entertainment because it helped me with that.
Hey, that's dope. Yeah, I had to give them, their shout out and
And
everything, I had to do that,
you did that.
They've
You
been
did
great.
that.
They definitely been great, and everything, So, back to you, with your songwriting and stuff, which is wonderful. Like I said, I enjoy your music and everything, What is your like creative, a process of doing that?
um, I feel like any and everything could be my creative process. I can have a beat and I really am inspired by the beat and I write to it, or I was taught by my father by saying like you don't need a beat, right off the dome, and then you know make sure you can get somebody to put music to your song. So I feel like it's just any and anywhere that I can sit down with you and we could just have a cup of wine and we could just
Uh-huh.
make a song. Like that's me. um so I just feel like my creativity is just different in every aspect. Like I feel like you should be an artist that can write to anything, and just I don't know how to put it. Like, it just when you feel the spark, you write.
Hmm. Yeah.
When you feel the spark, you write. You do.
Yep. It's like free flowing, which is great.
Yeah, because you can also have writer's block. I've had writer's block for certain songs, not every song.
Hmm.
So it's just different, music. So I can have a song for like I sat on a track for I want to say a year or so, and I didn't even write to it until like maybe I don't know. Like I don't even know when I wrote to it, but it took me a long time. And the engineer and the producer was like, when you gonna write to it? And I was like, I don't know. Like I don't have nothing. I'm gonna just be honest with you, I have nothing. But
Hmm.
then I can get another song. If you give me a song, I'd be like, yeah, I can write to this. Like this is dope. Like, and it takes me maybe an hour, maybe a day, just to make sure everything is, you know, the way I want it before I go into the studio. So it just depends on what I'm writing to.
See, I love that. And or have you, written songs, for others, or is that something that you would like to do?
That is something I would like to do. I haven't wrote for anybody because I've always been like, focused on my artistry.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when I meet other artists, they're focused on their artistries and they're not kind of like open to that. Like everybody's like kind of scared, I guess. Um, but I would be open to writing for people. So
Yeah, you never know because we were kind of talking about like your training and stuff. So that's what I was thinking. Oh, songwriting, just another thing to add to your resume.
Mhm. I would.
Yes, yes. And so you've been like busy just with performances and stuff. I mean, I'm seeing your flyers all over your Instagram and stuff. I'm like, you're on it. So is there like a favorite or memorable performance that you have?
Do I have a favorite performance? I would say my memorable performance was SOBs in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I had my dancers, people who were dancing for me at that time, and it was just a fun experience. Like that day, I had to go to SOBs and then go to the music hall in Brooklyn. So we had to like travel like back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And it was some people was like, you can't do that. Like, nobody does like two shows in one night. And I was like, well, we're gonna have to do it. Listen, there's artists who do that. So we're gonna
Yeah.
be the artist that does it, right? So we actually went to the music hall first
Mm-hmm.
and then we came back to SOBs and SOBs was like the end of the night. And I say SOBs was my memorable one because it was different artists that was there and they were very like kind and nice and normally when you get there everybody just like for themselves,
Right.
but this time they was like just chill, you got it, relax, and I just remember it because I was wired. Like I was wired because it was so much going on, like just little details like that you go through that everybody doesn't know, but there's certain people who know your story. But when I got on stage, like I was messing up, but nobody could tell I was messing up. And my dancers, like they had me, like I was messing up like dance moves, and I was
Mhm.
like backing up into them, and it was like no, but it wasn't like a push, but
Right.
they made sure I got it on the right track. So I always make that like my memorable performance because I was like, sometimes you're doing it on your own, but you have to realize there's other people around you that got your back too. So yeah,
Hey, I like that. And see, no one noticed. So that's just being a true professional. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And so are you? I know you're traveling. Tomorrow. Is that like for like an upcoming performance or?
No, that's for the
No?
BJ. That's for the
Yay!
BJ. I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. Going to the NFL game. We about to chill out. But then we gotta bounce back. And in December 14th, we're doing a Still in Love show. So it's like a concert that we're doing, and it's gonna be like different artists, like I Am the Real Face, Essence, Jay Relentless, Zay Hefner. Like we're all doing everything about love. So it's gonna be awesome. We did it in Atlanta, so now we're bringing it to Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
which is my birth home.
Uh-huh.
Um, so we're gonna be there December 14th. So make sure you get your tickets. And that's gonna be our next show, and that's gonna be the ending show of the year. So I'm excited.
Wow, that's exciting. So you're gonna be, still busy for this last, what month and a half left of this
Yeah, we gotta push
2024.
it. We gotta push it to the limit. We gotta push it to the end.
Definitely, definitely, man. I mean, we got like the new album that you're pushing, and then we also have a dope new single, that was shared with me called Cool, that's
Yeah.
dropping on your birthday. Do you kind of want to talk about that?
Um. Okay. So cool. I've been holding cool. Cool has been in the vault for a very, not a long time, but like a minute. I think I wrote it like last year. Was it last year? Or the year before last? I think. So it's been in the vault for a minute. And no, I wrote it last year. I wrote it last year, early last
Mhm.
year. And cool is just like a vibe where you're just chilling with somebody and you want them to know that you like them, and you hope that they like you too, and you just want to know if it's cool, like if I could be with you, like like you don't, like I don't want to. I don't with that song. I didn't want to dab too much in like sexual things or just want it to be easy because I feel like when you get into that like and this is like real life talking like when you get into that like it creates a problem like instead of you creating the relationship to be like a friendship first. So
Right.
that's what cool is all about, like making sure it's a friendship, but I like you, but I want to make sure that it builds. So I think cool is just like what it is. It's cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. And it's dropping on your birthday. Happy early birthday to
Thank you.
you.
It's dropping on my B-Day. I'm so excited.
Definitely. Scorpios in the building.
That's right. Scorpio season. Every season, but we'll let them have it on the other seasons.
Yes, yes, definitely. So that's very, that's a very, nice drop, to have a song, dropping on your, birthday on your special day.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody here cool too, because I'm doing something that's out of the norm in this song. So, I just wanted to have fun with it. So it's like a fun, just chill, laid back song.
Definitely, and we'll definitely make sure to close out, the show with that, which I'm honored to have already got to, get it and, enjoy it and all that good
And
stuff.
you're the first to actually have it. So
Hey, hey, I'm honored. I love that. I really, appreciate that. That's definitely, a high honor, for sure. So before though, we get into that, you have like I said, closing out the year, great and everything, but I gotta, ask you, just with everything that you've, done and then, you being a mother, the music and just continuing on, what legacy does Nequasia want to leave behind?
so the legacy I want to leave behind, I actually want to, like I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Like
Mhm.
my father is Dr. Ice from UTFO, so
Respect.
I want to add to that legacy. Like I don't ever want to diminish what my father's done or what he's helped, where I've come from.
Right.
And the legacy I want to add to is that energetic, that love for music, which I know he put out there. Like, you know, nothing is ever selfish, is always giving. So every time I create music, at first I, do it for myself, but then I put it out like it's ready for the world. And that's one thing my father always told me, like, when you release it into the world, it's not yours no more. It's everybody else. Like anybody critique it, they can have their own opinions and let them have it, but it's not yours no more. But it's still your baby, but it's not yours. So that's the legacy I want to leave behind. Like, just giving and loving and making sure that what I put out there, what content I put out there is something that I would be proud of. And other people would be proud of, hopefully, but making sure that I'm proud of it.
Hey, that's a wonderful legacy. You got to be proud of what you do and, definitely making, timeless music that people, can enjoy and just keep building on. And your father, definitely gave you some dope advice too.
Yeah.
Definitely, amazing advice, and, do you want to let everybody know where they can, follow you, even for the radio listeners, where they can, stay tapped in with you?
You can listen to me everywhere. All you have to do is my name is Nequasia. I keep it very simple, right? My name is NEQUASIA. So you can go on any platform. Loving Me Ain't Easy is on every streaming platform. Cool. Next week will be on every streaming platform. Shattered, of course, is on there. I still have my song Sexy You, Hella Bent. I got some other content out there. So just, I have other music. I can't even think of all of them. So, yes, they're on all streaming platforms. And also, if you go to the Evening Rush Entertainment .com/Nequasia, everything is on there, and that also supports me. I'm a mom. So
Yes,
help me out, help my child out. Hey,
yes. And little man did well. We have an extra guest and
he did.
activated. He did.
He did.
He did so well. Look, I love the babies, so hey, he's definitely was a very, great guest on here too.
He was listening. You heard him talking. He was ready.
Yes, he was definitely in. And before we get into cool, are there any like shout outs that you want to give as well?
Um, I want to shout out you for inviting me. I appreciate you for having
Welcome,
me on this
Queen.
show. And I also want to shout out my team. Thank you to my team, Envy, Dawn, all of the artists on the Evening Rush Entertainment. And I want to shout out Brooklyn, of course, because we're coming there. So December 14th, get their tickets now. And I want to shout out to all my fans, like everybody who's been following me. I don't like to call them fans. I like to call them fam. So all my fam, like just shout out to you guys and just keep supporting me. I love it. I appreciate it. I love you guys.
Oh, I love it. And, I want to thank you. It was a pleasure having you on, bringing, such a positive light, spirit, talent, onto this platform. I definitely am happy to have met you, and I will definitely continue to support and stay tapped in. And everybody, you guys got to follow NEQUASIA. She's got some great stuff. And in her bio, she's got a link tree where you can find everything too. I'm a stickler. Read the bio, everybody. Please read the bio where she's got the management, where, for business purposes, all of that. Please read the bio. I'm just saying.
Please.
I just had to throw that out there. That's so important.
No, that's our Scorpio-ness. Like, we just be like, just follow the rules.
Yes.
The rules.
Yes. See, that's why I already knew we would get along. I was like, oh, she's a Scorpio like me, so we're good. I knew we would be all right. We're definitely fine. So again, this definitely was a pleasure. And we're definitely, good, we'd love to have you on again, as you're doing more things. You're always, definitely welcome, onto the platform. And want to thank everybody for tapping in. And we're going to close it out, which I'm honored, with a exclusive of the new single dropping November 19th, which is cool. Let's go. Hey.
Stayed up all night. Boy, you really got me on the high. You keep giving me butterflies. You keep giving me butterflies.
Stayed up all night, 'cause you got me on a high. Keep feeling butterflies. Make me say I just met you dear. I want you here. You drive me crazy. Can I be your lady, baby? I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about what I wanna do. I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about what I wanna do. Just me if it's you. I want to. If it's you, I want to. If it's cool, I want to be with you. If it's cool, I want to love on you. Tell me, can I be your sweetheart? I'll be your lover. Your homie won't ever part. But tonight, want you to hold my hand. You could be my Mr. Lover. Show me romance. Me and you can have so much fun. I wanna go to the moon. I travel, but the others, they wanna take your place. Let's disappear out of here without a trace. Can we just ride the night away? I know you want to stay, baby. Oh, I'm a mess for you. So tell me what's a girl gotta do? Thinking about you. Thinking about what I wanna do. Thinking about you.